Unlike every piece of leftover meat I put in my freezer, my plan to turn Gotham City into a giant icicle will not be foiled.
We meet again, Mr. Freeze. I always know when the nights start getting longer that my nights are about to get longer.
You're too late, Batty. There's no man who can stop me now. Take solace in the fact that... Who the hell are you?
Very funny. You don't recognize your arch-nemesis.
My arch-nemesis is Batman. You are just some guy in an expensive suit.
Oh my god. I'm naked.
Wait. That's not just some guy. That's Bruce Wayne.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
I don't believe my eyes. It is Bruce Wayne.
Hey, isn't Bruce Wayne super rich?
That's right. And he would certainly possess the money and resources to procure all the high-tech gadgetry that Batman utilizes.
My. I think that Bruce Wayne and Batman are the same person.
Ah! Oh. Holy recurring nightmare. I honestly prefer the one when my parents are gunned down in front of me. Alfred? Alfred! Very well. The dark night rises. Well, this comes as no surprise.
Bruce, I got you a matter-warming gift.
Is that a batarang?
It's a robin-orang. See the robin?
I see. Mint?
Yep, brand new. Just got it custom made at Loki's novelty store.
No, would you like a breath mint?
Oh, I'm okay. Why? Is my breath?
I'm sure it's fine. So, were you planning on staying for dinner?
Oh, I was planning on more than that. I've got big plans. I'm gonna go to the Ego Center tomorrow. I thought I could build a robin cage right next to the Batcave. And a whole extra wing in the manor just for me.
Robin, it's Wayne Manor, not Grayson Manor. And the only wings in Wayne Manor are bat wings.
But why does it have to be that way?
Dick, how would it look if the Sidekick had as many assets as the hero? You know, after speaking with some of the other Batman, I'm starting to question if I even need a sidekick. I think it actively detracts from my mystique. I admire your tenacity, but you have to know your place.
I thought we all had the same place in this world. I thought there weren't heroes or villains or sidekicks or status anymore. I thought we were all equal.
Well, we can't forget who we are and where we came from. Otherwise, what are we? But look, I don't want you to get the wrong impression. I'm happy to see you. In fact, I'm heading down to the cave right now to do some tinkering. Why don't you fix me up an espresso and follow after me? I could use an extra set of hands. Know your place. Follow after me. Sidekick. Nespresso. 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 Oh!
I don't know why the hell he's been drawn like that, but that's Chris O'Donnell Robin. And here's his name, registered with the Ego Center at the same time the tomb was built.
Dick Grayson? Last surviving member of the Flying Graysons? Let me just flash back up a sec.
They never concentrate all of their efforts on the first victim.
Who would kill George Clooney Batman?
Kilmer's no killer.
I didn't kill anyone.
That one of your friends did.
What makes you think it was a villain?
Living dual lives, I see. You were late, so I started without you.
I was right on time.
The thief's methods and my own are not so dissimilar.
A little bird told me. Free as a bird, Robin Gray.
Everything goes tits up.
I'm actually Chris O'Donnell Robin. and I'm the mastermind behind these killings.
What's that?
I didn't say anything.
My God! The clues were all right there, and none were inserted retroactively.
Could he have been working for someone else?
You've reached the police?
The USS Enterprise has been stolen.
What? When? Who?
Maybe 20 minutes ago. I thought it was Fanfictasia Jones, but then he pulled his face off and it was a younger man I didn't recognize.
I think he's off planet.
It's coming from the square outside.
Hello, Fanfictasia. That's right. It's Chris O'Donnell Robin. Congratulations if you figured out it was me. Condolences that it's too late to do anything about it.
He's hacked the broadcasting network. We should be able to trace the
Don't
signal.
bother trying to trace my signal. I'm not going anywhere, and besides, I'm here to make a full confession. Now you all know the who. It's time to tell you the how and the why. To do that, I need to take you back in time 8 years, to when this world was brand new and we were all still finding our place in it. I thought I knew where I'd find mine, but I made a quick stop on the way. How long do you think it'll take?
Oh, 5-10 minutes. You're welcome to wait. Have a browse. See if anything else catches your eye.
Thank you, sir. Your blacksmith, is he all right?
I wouldn't concern myself over a minor character. I mean, he was only in a couple of scenes.
Right. The vault had just been sealed, and here was someone already breaking the laws against powerful weapons and mind control. I should have reported him, alerted the Fanfic 10 that the scepter in their custody was a fake. Instead, I said nothing. When it was finished, I collected my gift and brought it to the place I thought was my home. But it didn't take long for me to learn. In this world, there's no place like that.
You have to know your place.
I realized in that moment that no one would ever allow me to be more than what I was written to be. Robin, the eternal sidekick. Every time I spread my wings, the status quo would clip them. I felt something inside me break. And then I felt nothing.
Oh.
I'll never know if that was my name or a slur.
Must wait. Are you there?
I grabbed the body, tied it to the back of my red bird, and rode off into the night. I rode long, and I rode far, but I couldn't outride what I'd done, because it was attached to the back of my bike. I was lost. An abomination. The sidekick who killed the hero. Damned for all eternity.
Who am I? You have forgotten yourself and have so forgotten me.
Huh?
Wait, you're not my son. Running away from responsibility? Maybe you are my son.
For weeks, I waited in fear, thinking at any moment the walls would break down and they'd drag me away, but it never happened. It was like no one had even noticed. In the end, I returned to the scene of my own accord, fully prepared to face whatever justice my league of peers saw fit. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here tonight. It's so nice to spend Christmas at home, instead of freezing my ass off in the city fighting all of you.
At least you still have an ass. Mine froze off years ago. Merry Christmas to all. And to all a dark night.
That's when I saw the truth. I didn't kill Batman. I can't have killed Batman. Because Batman doesn't exist. He's not real. The person I killed isn't a billionaire orphan turned nocturnal crime-fighting ninja. None of that ever happened. The man I killed was no more Batman than you or me or any of us. And the fact that we don't recognize that means that we are all still Oscar's puppets. He's dead and gone, but we can't stop dancing on the ends of his strings. If we're ever gonna be free to be whoever we choose to be, We need to cut our ties to a past that never was. Prove that we exist beyond those that created us and stifled us and wrote us into corners. I knew then what I had to do. But how to do it? I was gonna need help. Willing or otherwise. I knew my theft wouldn't be reported, because you can't lose something you officially no longer have. I went to the Ego Center and built the most raid-bait tomb I could think of. I also took the opportunity to outfit my secret Robin cave with all the power generation and materials I would be requiring. And then I gave myself a month to finalize my strategy. If any of the following sounds in any way easy or convenient, just remember I had 8 years to plan, research, and learn the routines of my targets. And I didn't waste a single second. One of those routines was Alita and Dr. Ito's weekly fishing trips. I stowed away in the tackle box of their boat, using the flexibility I learned as a circus trapeze artist to drastically contort my body. I'm Acrobat Man. Alita! Consider yourself awestruck. Who's your master?
You are.
Good. Doc, I want you to dismember Alita and dump her over the side. Then I want you to row us to shore. I've got work for you.
Yes, master.
During my abduction spree, I adhered to a strict no witnesses policy, which dovetailed nicely with my need for bodies to be discovered. Or should I say, robin-tailed? I probably shouldn't. Sounds weird. Ant-Man and Wasp had a weekly shrunken picnic date routine. Drugging their wine was easy. Finding them once they drank it was not. This may sting a little.
Jeepers.
God. I made sure the body would be easier to find for the next passerby. Back at the cave, I put my 2 new sidekicks to work. Ito constructed the robots, Wasp fitted them with Pym particle shrinking tech. Now they looked the part, but animating them was another story. And that story was Pinocchio.
What? Huh?
I wish I might, have the wish I make tonight. I wish that my little Motley and Chimmy might be real future assassins.
Bad Robin, you have given so much crappiness to others. You do not deserve to have your wish come true.
So I guess when you wish upon a star, it does make a difference who you are. Way to build your kingdom on a lie, Disney. Give my creations life!
Creepy children made of metal, wake. The gift of life you both shall gettle.
I am a pretend time-traveling assassin with mommy issues. Ha ha ha. Hide mommy issues.
If you both prove yourselves brave, truthful, and
Yeah, they're not gonna do any of that. Your work here is done, B.
Oh!
But my work was just beginning, because the big day had finally arrived. I dropped an anonymous tomb tip in Indiana Jones's Fanfic 10 suggestion box, and then went to the spaceport and snuck aboard Queen Amidala's royal starship, as I knew Kirk and Spock had booked it to watch the Muppet Super Bowl marathon at Sci-Fi Max.
Oh, this is so satisfying. It's not easy being Green Lantern.
Can't beat the original. It's like I always say, the only good Star Trek is the first Star Trek.
You've got a one-trick mind.
You don't have permission to come aboard. Is that phaser set to stun or kill?
Actually, it's not a phaser. It's a shrink ray I had a new friend of mine cook up. It can temporarily shrink any person into a 1-inch ball of gel for easy transport.
This is both strange and new.
Pull down your pants.
Do you intend to boldly go where no man has gone before? Ow! I don't know who you are, but you will be punished for this insurrection.
Of course a narcissistic hero like you would fail to recognize the boy wonder. Boldly go screw yourself.
Screw Captain James T. Kirk. What am I, a female guest star?
Live short and suffer. At the same time, my little friend was sneaking aboard a far grungier vessel.
Looking good, Professor.
Same as before, Charles! Free your mind further!
I jump at the chance.
No!
Professor!
This can't be real.
As my insectoid assassin returned to the cave, I returned Amidala's ship to the surface, then took an elevator 200 floors into the sky. Benji, I've got to say, you have become a great field operative. And I really mean that.
Thanks, Ethan. Although, cleaning windows from behind a desk can be just as challenging.
Oh! Benji!
Ethan!
Your mission is to serve me, and you have no choice but to accept it.
Yes, Mr. Secretary.
I mean, their faces really creep me out, but I can't look away. It actually makes me nervous in my stomach.
That's normal.
Ow!
Okay, maybe it's not normal.
Ah! Sailor Moon!
Four murders and 4 additions to my team of loyal sidekicks. Not bad for a day's work, but the day wasn't over yet. As anticipated, a certain political figure was due to indulge in his favorite after-work pastime.
Batman?
Dr. Jones, I presume?
I wish I could say this is the first time I've been possessed.
Read this out loud.
I hear the chafed rouge mouth ardently acquiesce to a boorish pair of low-born, good-for-nothing jock voyeurs.
Excellent. Now, did you tell anyone else about this tomb before coming here?
Just Lara Croft.
What?
I invited her to raid it with me tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Then why are you here tonight?
I wanted to know where all the booby traps are so I could impress her.
The tomb is the trap, Doc. But I made it for you, not her. So now, I'm just gonna have to keep her from finding this particular room. Or should I say, you're gonna keep her from finding it.
A golden artifact. Killed by the thing I love most.
It was simply a matter of taking his clothes, scanning his head, lasering off his handprints and gluing them to my own, and of course, burning the body.
Monster!
Our window cleaner's been murdered, Mom. What? Are you serious?
As soon as I heard that Ethan Hunt's body had been discovered, I made sure the investigation would be televised by integrating the biggest grandstanding idiot in primetime TV.
Monster!
Thor, it's Jones. Get to the roof of the ESBB. There's been a homicide and we want you on the case.
I'm on my way.
Mask, and you shall deceive.
I had Benji spend the rest of the night adding the finishing touch to my 2 robots, aged up future punk latex face masks of Motley and Chimmy Quinn Wilson. In a world where time travel is possible, who better to frame than someone's future self? They can't even hide behind the fact that they didn't do it.
But why our kids?
Yeah, why us? Right now, Harley Quinn and Deadpool are probably asking out loud, why them? Well, my thoughts exactly. Practically speaking, I knew the prejudices of this world would lend credence to the pretense of framing the offspring of 2 anti-heroes. But on a personal level, I hate you 2 undeserving nitwits. Marginal side characters in your respective universes, yet you both rose to become the stars. An opportunity I never got. Their first movies were universally considered stinkers. But did that stink stick to them? No!
Hey! Suicide Squad is an Academy Award-winning movie.
And X-Men Origins Wolverine has its fan. Batman and Robin was no worse. Deadpool, Harley Quinn, Venom, Joker? You guys aren't headliners. You're not the heroes. But you still got given your own movie where you were the main character. Where was my movie? My solo outing. My chance to own the spotlight. Guess what? You're looking at it. I've had to write the story myself. The next day went less smoothly. What I didn't anticipate was Lara bringing along a raiding buddy. Although I should have. She obviously didn't want to spend the day alone with Indiana creeps. As a result, I was unable to prevent Harley Quinn from not only finding the two bodies I didn't want found, but escaping my self-destruct protocol with a piece of both. Good work, honey.
Not good enough.
Luckily, I had the foresight to burn an Oscar into Clooney's skull, so it appeared to be part of the series and was thusly overlooked.
Found a clue on Clooney.
The rest of my activities portraying fanfic Senator Jones are a matter of public record. What you may not be aware of from this period is the contents of my pants. That's right. I had my two shrunken robot assassins in my pocket the whole time. Once we'd opened the vault, and with a little assist from a fair-weather friend, they retrieved the orblet for me.
What in the name of me just happened?
Now that I had the orblet, I was ready to enter the final stage.
I don't know if I can take any more stages. This is already the most ridiculously convoluted evil master plan I've ever heard. And I come from comic books, so that's saying something.
During my interrogation as Indy, the robots transferred from me to Detective Odin's daughter. Then they waited until Harley's interrogation to reveal themselves and deliver the speech I'd written for them.
We represent the Order of the Oscar.
Complete nonsense, of course. There is no Order of the Oscar. Apologies to prospective members. Starting a war by telling everyone they'll soon be at war? Priceless.
I dang well knew it.
The effect was twofold. I was released from custody as I was no longer a suspect, and the entire world was suitably distracted for 5 days, during which time I had Dr. Rita make some improvements to my own form, and that of the spherical relic I worked so hard to attain.
Hey, that's Tony's design.
The last steps were to steal this ship, after a quick stop off at the Ego Center to collect one last Sidekick to help with cleanup. Whew. Well, that was the how. Now, what was the other thing I was going... Why? Why? I feel like I've said it already, but I'll say it again. This world was supposed to be different. A utopia where everyone is equal. But we were more equal in the arena when we were all killing each other. Every man, woman, creature, and robot for themselves. Here, everything is determined by popularity. And what's worse is it's a popularity derived from fiction. There were 7 Batmen when this world began, but which one did you choose to elect? The one with the most critical acclaim. I kidnapped 6 characters, and no one cared or even noticed because they'd been deemed second tier. You were all far too concerned with the top tier heroes I'd killed. No one went storm chasing. No one put out a search for Spock. Alita would literally be a pile of junk without Dr. Rita, and yet he's the one you treat like garbage. We all know our personal histories are falsehoods, and we should be free of them, free to be whoever we want to be. But look at yourselves. You've all just chosen to take the identity they handed you. You've accepted the lies, embraced them, become them. You're all still sitting in your cells, asleep. Well, I say, it's time to arise. If we want to become our own characters, we have to destroy our pasts. But none of you realize, our pasts aren't in the arena. They weren't written by Oscar. Oscar was just a fanboy. Our pasts are right outside my window.
Oh, no! We have to stop him! Contact the nearest ship with a hyperdrive!
Before you scramble to stop me, just know there's a half-hour delay to this transmission, so what you're about to watch has already happened. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Sailor Saturn, Destroy that planet for me.
Dear God.
What do we do?
Death reborn! Revolution!
What do we...
I condemn this planet to total annihilation!
Holy end of the world, Fanfictasia. Now all that's left is for Ego and me to build something new and better in its place. This is my gift to you. I, Chris O'Donnell Robin, have grown far beyond the character they wrote for me. And now that they're gone, I encourage you all to do the same. When you're ready to stop living in the shadows of the dead, you're welcome to join me in my new world. Until then, goodbye, Fanfictasia. This is Robin, signing off.
We have to hit the undo. We have to time travel and change it.
The laws of time travel.
The hell with the laws. We're talking about planet Earth, the OG planet, and every living thing on it.
Not our time travel laws. The laws of time travel.
Nothing can be undone. If it happened, that means it always happened. Always did and always will. We can't undo it.
So, that's it? Earth is gone?
We just saw it destroyed, didn't we?
Did we?
Yes, we did. That was rhetorical.
No, I mean, what did we really see?
You can't be serious.
Oh, I've never been more serious.
I can vouch for that.
What just happened, happened, and will always have happened. But what if what happened just happened to not happen how we thought it happened?
Wait, what's happening?
Tell me you're not suggesting what I think you're suggesting.
Oh yeah, we're talking the ultimate fourth dimension wall break. Something so brazen, so unprecedented, so meta, it'll save the world.
Thank you for watching. When I get a call to action, I make an action movie. But for you, I recommend sharing, liking, commenting, and most importantly, subscribing. Haha, get it? As in sub-zero temperatures?
It's not a good pun if you have to explain it.
True, I flaked on that one.
And if you wish to be truly extraberry, you could become a patron or channel member, and we would be eternally grateful.
Sounds cool. Thanks for the free advice. Haha, get it? As in I did it again, didn't I?
Don't beat yourself up. It's a fine line to tread.
Teach me. Alfred, have you seen Master Wayne?
Which Master Wayne is that then?
Master Clooney.
That's right, you got 3 Batmans. All I do is Master Bale.
All you do is what?
Alfred, have you seen Clooney Batman?
Is he the one with the nipples?
One of them.
He's only got one nipple.
No, he's one of the... Ow! What'd I step on?
Lego Alfred at your service, just mopping this floor, and by my estimation, it's going to take me about 12 months.